But also it's good to how to protect your Facebook, your email, your Skype, your myself. I got hacked many times. Until now, I told him last night I miss Skype now. Like 7 months, I couldn't access my Skype. I asked to some organization. I have a Swedish organization to help me, and the IT inside.
Civil rights defenders.
Yes, and ask him. He's actually Bahrainian guy, and he tried to help me to access my. He said I couldn't. I failed, and it happened to me many times. I mean,
who hacked you? I mean, you don't know, but so is it
last time actually, I know, but I can't mention until like approve it.
yeah.
But before, it's very, I can't know because it's come to me fake names. Sometimes foreign names, sometimes like websites names, and sometimes like you don't know exactly who are they. And this is the problem. Like if I wanted to protect my website, what should I do? Sometimes I should stop. Like when my friend gets killed, that because my page, it was last year 2014 and the end of April. When he gets killed, actually sorry, it's the end of May, not April. When he gets killed, before he gets killed, my page, my Skype, my email, my everything gets hacked. And I couldn't access anything. I went to IRI organization, and I was working with them that time, and I asked them to help me to access my tab, and said we failed, we couldn't, and I like stuck because I know them, they are very strong to deal with this stuff. Then by accident, I have a Syrian woman. She's a friend. She's working with me. Also, she said, "Let me try. Give me everything, and I will manage that." And actually, she did like 2 days, and she bring it to me and said, "I solved your problem, and you have that problem. Like someone gets access your account."
And if I may add, it's not your bad experience. I worked with a lot of activists in Libya, and this was not just a case, an outlier. It was really happening over and over. It started becoming very problematic. I guess late 2013, definitely 2014, a lot of activists had their account hacked, and it became very, very difficult for them to communicate with each other because activists in Libya, civil society, relies heavily, first and foremost on Facebook, and then on social media in general, to communicate and to do their work. And so it became very difficult for them to communicate with each other with no notions of digital security, with no support and no knowledge of how to overcome these challenges.
That's true. Because if we talk by phone, we know that the phone it's followed by them, and they will have this conversation, and they will know who's speaking.
So who is them?
Extremists, and also specific Muslim brotherhoods. They access everything in Libya.
So where were they before?
Before the revolution, or before what?
Before the revolution.
Before the revolution, they will have not that much working, but at the last years, they start to make a kind of agreement with them, Saif al-Islam, and he accepts them, and they start to make like the internet system in Libya by them, and they start to serve a lot of them under their known. Like they try to make Libya communicate with outside, but with limited way. That you have, like you have a Facebook, you have specific things that you work in, but also with limited and under government watch. And government, we know that, Gaddafi that time, asked help by Russian person, professionals to come to Libya and work in his organization to control the internet in Libya, and to be very, very careful through that.
Internal surveillance in Libya was one of the most sophisticated and pervasive throughout the Middle East and North Africa, if not the world. And Gaddafi actually purchased systems from top countries, including France, right before the revolution, actually sold to Libya a system to conduct massive surveillance,
Yeah.
but not just France, many other countries as well. So Gaddafi and the regime had quite an apparatus for internal surveillance of a population of 6.5 million.
Yeah.